I'm here to read for you again. Hello, Cellulite Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. Welcome or welcome back. I hope that you had a fantastic week. I'm sorry I wasn't here since last Monday. I wasn't feeling great from fasting, and at the same time, the same day that I started fasting, I woke up like with a sore throat, and I was like, it's fine. It's just seasonal stuff. And it was not. I got a little sick, so I'm still a little stuffy. So I apologize if I sound a little stuffy in today's reading, but took time off to let my body recover. So thank you for your patience and understanding. Of course, this dragon's blood smudge is just all about being dramatic lately. So we're just gonna go ahead and not even fight with it and just put it back there. You're fine. Go ahead, blow off some smoke. Anyways, I hope that you're doing fantastic. Thank you so much for reaching out and your patience with me. Happy Manifestation Monday. We're going to get a reading about manifestations. It might be your specific manifestations. I might get details about that. It's usually kind of like the concept or like the deeper things that we should be aware of when we're manifesting, for our energy alignment and all that. So, yeah, one of my favorite readings. I love doing it. Anyways, let's jump right in. I'm going to clear for you and clear for me. And we're going to start off with the Moonology Oracle deck to get an overview of what's going on with you and your manifestations, okay? After that, we'll jump into tarot, unless I feel called to another oracle before I do that, but I'll decide that on the fly. Okay. Spirit, my higher self, my darling's higher self, thank you so much for using me as a channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise messages, information, feelings, and sensations to come through for the betterment of my darling and for the highest good of everyone involved. Thank you so much, Spirit, and thank you so much for being here. All right, let's jump in. All right, Spirit, will you give me some Moonology cards? This candle is wiggling and it's making a sound, so I have to make sure I'm not resting on the table while I shuffle. Will you please give me some cards here for my darling's manifestations, what we need to know. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Don't let your past hold you back. South node. Okay. A time for healing. Balsamic moon. Okay. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. I'm getting the feeling of someone who's very much hung up on possibly trying to manifest something possibly from the past, whether that be a person or a job or something, some sort of feeling. It could even be a feeling. But the energy that I'm getting is like a comparison. And I'm being drawn, and compelled to say, like, it's important to not view your past with rose-colored glasses in the emotional sense, okay? Hindsight is not actually 2020. Hindsight is covered with nostalgia, right? And we see things differently being past it than we did in the moment. Sure, we learn things, absolutely. That doesn't negate anything that was happening, face to face back in those times before. So I feel like that's really emphasized here, is like, I'm getting like the good old days type energy, looking back to the good old days and then comparing them to now and wondering if you're ever going to, like, chasing that feeling of what it was before. And this is something that we need to heal, because it's still avoiding the accountability of your ownership over your energy. And the ownership you have over your energy and being very intentional about that energy is what then propels you forward with manifesting, okay? So some of us want to say, I want to experience something like this again, right? Again, I've had this before. I want to experience something like this again. But in this comparison mode of then to now to in the future, your energy is then in a place of lack. Your energy is in a place of lack, not prosperity, right? It's in a place of not having something, of feeling like you're waiting for something outside of you to make you feel some type of way within you. And it's very important, because if you looked at your past and what you're viewing as the good old days or whatever, if you looked at that with clarity, you would see that your energy then is the same energy that you are in now. So even if you got that same situation or something similar, you would likely handle it the exact same way that you did before, because you're not working on your energy, right? You're not working on your energy of saying, I am satisfied, I do have enough, I am prosperous, I am feeling fulfilled. Instead, we're just looking back and like, oh, if I had realized what that was, then now that I know what that is, I'll be satisfied with it. But the energy is still the same. In your right now moment, just like then, you're not embracing the goodness that you have right now. So then you're going to manifest the same thing. You're going to manifest the same kind of outcome, right? You have to be intentional about your right now energy so that you can change the outcome of future situations. Okay, very deep. If you work on this though, prosperity lies ahead, right? So instead of looking back and thinking prosperity is behind you, it's important to embody that energy now and look forward to prosperity being ahead. This is very healing for you, because there's actually like a type of wound. It's like a poverty mindset. It's like a poverty mindset type wound, and that doesn't even have anything to do with money. It can literally be anything. Not feeling loved enough, not feeling good enough, not feeling capable of providing enough, not feeling satisfied enough. Like that's a poverty mindset, okay? So we want to let that go. We want to let go of the energy that we're in now that is the same as we were before, right? Okay, the answers you need are coming. I feel like this could be the answers, but that's the twins, Gemini. So this being in two minds, past, future, it could be positive, negative, needing to flip the polarities or view things objectively, okay? From a middle ground, right? A mediation point. All right, let's jump into tarot and see what I need to find out about this. Okay. All right, Spirit. Love where you're at now. Where you are at is more than enough now. And if you can get into that energy, then you will feel the love and the feeling that you think you had before, but you weren't in that energy before, possibly. You didn't feel that energy of what you're viewing as the good old days until it was past you, right? Until you passed it, which is, yeah, it's not the same as actually appreciating what you have. It's not the same as appreciating what you had. It's not the same. But yeah, Queen of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, there's this need to be satisfied with where you are at. Work on that energy, work on that loving things around you right now, finding the things to love, the things to appreciate, working towards that right now energy, right? Okay, Spirit, what else do I need to know about this before? Not before anything. What do I need to know about this? What do we need to know? Help me give my darling the messages that they need to hear. I have a Swords, Wheel of Fortune. It came out, okay. This is a change in thought process. A change in conflict. Nine of Cups. There's a conflict of interest. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. High Priestess. Queen of Wands on bottom. The Devil. Eight of Wands. Three of Swords. Yeah, this is being emphasized, working on your current energy instead of idealizing the past. Because if you could look at it objectively, it's like I said, your energy back then is the same energy that you're in now, which is not content with where you are currently. You weren't content with where you were before. And now you want something that you had before, possibly. But it's only because you don't have it anymore, which is still you being in the same energy, right? So there's this need to be really honest about how good it actually was. You know, I don't normally have anything negative to say about the Queen of Wands. However, here with the Devil energy, the Queen of Wands is very attractive, okay? Very much about appearances, looks, bad and bougie. I don't know why I've never used that phrase before in my life, but here we go. So I feel like paired with this Devil, it is emphasizing the negative aspect of those qualities, right? This is almost like a faker type energy, right? Faking, being more put together than you are, faking. It's like caring about appearances too much, right? And so I feel like what happens, or what's happened before, is like you put on this facade whenever you're getting something of better than you are, better than you think you are. Let me word it that way. Better than you think you are, right? Putting on this facade for some reason. And then it's like whenever the energy starts changing, there's this internal battle, right? There's this internal battle to like keep it up, because part of you feels like the success or whatever, this confidence that you're portraying is false, right? So then it's hard to keep up with that appearance with the Eight of Wands. And so then I feel like there's like this rapid changing that happens, like it maybe split second decision making that makes you move forward really quick, and then that leads you to disappointment, right? And it's like after a time of that disappointment happening, you reflect on it. I don't normally get a reflection energy with the Page of Cups, but I'm getting sort of, it's so weird. I don't normally get reflection or nostalgic energy from the Page of Cups, but that is what I'm getting here. I'm getting like things pass. It's like you get what you want, and then like you're still not satisfied with it because you still don't think that you're good enough. You still don't think that like you can keep up with the energy, that this is yours. There's an actual lack of confidence, even though you appear confident. So then you move forward. You make a disappointing decision that you feel okay with in the moment because it helps you deal with those feelings initially. But then in reflection, in a nostalgic energy of reflecting, you see things better than they were, right? And you view it as something outside of you rather than you. And this is what needs to be addressed, because it's like holding on to things outside of you, materialism, to make you feel this type of way. But that's yet to work. This is an interior job, an inside job. Your energy works so that you can actually appreciate the good things that come to you, what you're trying to manifest. Anyways, that was just on the bottom of the deck. That's like the deep subconscious stuff. Anyways, I'm getting this conflict of interest here. Conflict of interest. And there's a need to change the way that we address conflict specifically, because it's almost like you could be someone who has done things alone for a while, right? Nine of Cups, very independent, independent in your emotions, right? I'm not getting any type of like codependency issue here. Not really. Even though you want things outside of you to make you feel some type of way, I don't think it's attached to people necessarily. I feel like whenever things get iffy, maybe you have more of a inclination to just go be on yourself, go be by yourself, go isolate, instead of dealing with the conflict in a healthy way. And this is something that needs to change so that you can nurture what you are wanting to keep in the future, right? I'm getting collaborative energy. It's so weird. I don't know. Okay, Page of Pentacles, High Priestess. After that, this is the conflict of interest that I'm seeing. It's so weird. I don't know how to explain it, but that's just what I'm feeling, is a conflict of interest. It's like this is someone doing just a little bit, giving just a little bit of effort, tangible effort in the 3D, Page of Pentacles, doing just a little bit, but then hoping that your esoteric manifesting capabilities does more, right? This is high ranking spirituality, High Priestess. So it's just there's a conflict of interest, because it's you're wanting something specific. You're wanting something that you're wanting a familiar feeling that you had before, that you view with rose-colored glasses, the good old days. But then in your now energy, you're in the same energy as before, which is not content with your right now, right here. So then you aren't doing as much as you really could be doing in the physical to become that person, to have the thing that you're trying to manifest. But you're still hoping that bigger things are happening. But it's this disconnect, this conflict of interest, is that what you want is something that you're not willing to walk the walk and talk the talk right now. This needs to change. There's a conflict of interest. You need to really deal with this conflict of interest in your goals. Okay. This has been like a very, this has been a lot of energy. Oh my goodness. Maybe because, I haven't done a full reading in a week, so my decks are like screaming at me, but really interesting stuff. Okay, what else do I need to know about this? What else do I need to know about this? I'm also getting, it won't be so hard to align energetically soon. It won't be so hard, right? It won't be so hard, especially if you believe that. Believe it and then see it. If you believe, wow, I already have it. It's already done. That was so easy. Get into that mindset. Get into that feeling and believing it. It won't be this hard for very long. That's going to change soon. What else do I need to know? Six of Cups. There's the nostalgic energy. Yeah, reminiscing about the past. Seeing things differently than they were. And that leaving you confused because you're not seeing things clearly. Seven of Cups. Knight of Cups. Romanticizing the past. And that's leaving you confused right now because you're just like, if I just had what I had before, then things would be fine now. But that's not true because the core issue from before that made it fall through was your energy. Your energy. Your contentment. Your willingness to be content and happy and work through problems and do whatever it takes and to show up. This removing this conflict of interest that says if it doesn't feel right, then that means it's not right. Whereas in reality, the things that you want, what's meant for you, is going to have conflicts and you have to work through those. And those are learning lessons for you to be really devoted to what you want instead of just like hoping that it provides this feeling of satisfaction permanently. And if there's even the slightest feeling of dissatisfaction, then we leave it behind. We move on. We move on. That message under the deck. You're seeing things with rose-colored glasses. This is just emphasizing, let's see, King of Wands, the Hierophant. Believe it to see it. Believe it to see it. Page of Pentacles again. Judgment. Okay. I think the conflict of interest is because, like, I feel like you have really great potential for whatever you're trying to manifest, okay? King of Wands is here above this Page of Pentacles, but like I said, it's the Page of Pentacles is just doing barely enough, right? And the tangible. Just barely putting in the time, effort, energy, right? Doing little and expecting so much. And I feel like it's because of this Queen of Wands Devil combo from the bottom of the deck over here. It's because it's like this level of imposter syndrome. It's like, again, relying on your outside, your 3D to make you feel satisfied. And whenever you don't feel satisfied, then you doubt that you're actually as progressed as you are, that you're actually doing what you need to do, that you're in a position of power, right? And so then it like imposter syndrome. I'm not actually as well put together as I am, but I have this facade to keep up. I have this image to maintain. I'm trying to maintain this image. Where it gets foggy is because when you're learning to manifest and you are switching your self-concept, it does feel like maintaining an image. It does feel like a false, it doesn't feel true at the beginning because your self-concept is so ingrained that speaking highly of yourself or believing in your power, believing in your leadership and your authority over your life feels untrue, right? But continuing to put in the effort, more than just a little bit, helps you to really step into that, especially if you step into it with a place of belief that I know I will feel confident in my power. I know that. And I'm thankful for that. Okay? Maybe I don't feel it right now, but I know if I keep doing what I need to do and I keep showing up, I will feel confident and in my power. Maybe we look to the past because there's something that we didn't see before because of our current energy, right? We didn't see something for what it was before, and now we're seeing it with rose-colored glasses, and we're saying, man, this situation really did, in hindsight, make me feel powerful. I haven't felt like that since this happened. The good old days. I haven't felt that way since this happened. So if I just had something like that again, then I'd feel on top of my game. But that's not true, because that's a see it to believe it energy, and you need to be in a believe it to see it energy. Right? Okay. Okay. This is a very intense message. There's a very intense message. Keep doing the work, because you will see yourself for who you are. Page of Pentacles, Justice. You will have this realization of your power, of your, I'm feeling like going into a God state type energy, right? You can look that up. Entering into a God state meditation. Yeah, I feel like that would be really helpful. There's just like this conflict of interest, this imposter syndrome, this not wanting to show up as full power because you want to see the fruits of your labor that says that you're full power, but we're not doing quite enough to even make that possible, right? Because we're idealizing and romanticizing the past, and our energy is still not shifting. Okay, this has just kind of been like a really deep message about your energy. Your energy right now, focusing on just your energy so that you can move forward instead of letting the past hold you back so that you can heal. Okay. How can we focus on adjusting our energy right now to make this possible? What can we do? What can my darling do? And how will that benefit them? Five of Wands. Ace of Cups. Justice. I feel like you want me to see that one too. Seven of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Where is... I just heard this quote, and luckily I have it on my wall so I can read it. This Five of Wands, Ace of Cups combo. On top of Justice, Seven of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. Your task is not to seek for love, but to merely seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. By Rumi, R-U-M-I. That screamed this quote, this combo screamed that quote to me. There are barriers that you've built up against love. And even though you're trying to seek for love, whether that be people, like I said, people, business, career, whatever, loving life, it doesn't matter. Everything is, we're searching for love through everything in our life, every circumstance, okay? Seeking that outside of you is not the answer. It's finding the restrictions you have within you, this feeling, this false facade type energy, right? This feeling like you have to maintain some sort of image. And then when things feel like it's a conflict, then you're like, see, that's a conflict. That's not meant for me. You've built up this barrier against loving life, right? And so then your energy is misaligned because your energy that you stay in is not one that's appreciating and loving the things in your situation right now, right? Here's the deal, okay? Let's say your current situation is not ideal, right? And it's very hard to find moments to really have gratitude for your right now. That's okay. What we can do, I'm not saying that you have to feel thankful for shitty circumstances right now. Not at all. But what we can do is with a place of knowing and believing that it's not going to be this way forever, in this exact moment, we can say, thank you. Thank you to myself. Thank you to the universe. Thank you to everything and everyone. Thank you to my circumstances for leading me to the place that I want to be, because I know that's going to be mine. I know it. I believe it. Thank you for making it work out one way or another. Then, detaching from the outcome of how it's going to happen. When's it going to happen? I need to see this moving. When we find ourselves thinking about our manifestations in a way that feels like, is it here yet? I'm looking around for it. Where is it? Do I have signs today? Let me look for signs today. When we get into those modes, when we think about our manifestations, whatever this is, I want you to immediately go into, thank you for making that mine. Thank you. Then being in that energy of thankfulness, of gratitude for being able to have this whenever it comes. Thank you for making that work out for me, universe. Thank you, self, for believing that was mine, and so then aligning my energy with gratitude and appreciation for it. Thank you. It's important, okay? Justice, 7 of Cups, because it's like there's a need to get very firm over our emotional stability here. Justice, 7 of Cups. There's a need to see through the illusions of every single circumstance, sparking every little feeling, and get clear. This is why whenever you think of certain things, whenever certain things spark your mind, I want you to go into that gratitude state. Just have an immediate response, an immediate response of, thank you for making that mine. I'm so thankful that this worked out for me. I'm so thankful it's working out for me. I don't know how. I don't know how, but I'm thankful that, it worked out somehow. I just know it. I just know it, and I'm thankful. Okay. 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. Yeah, here's the deal. This is that energy of only doing a little bit and expecting so much, right? And it's because of this this barrier that you've built against things. It's almost like whenever good things happen, you might automatically have your defenses up and sort of like a disbelief that it's actually the true thing, right? So you're just like, I don't know that I'll invest in that. I don't know that I'll reciprocate. I don't know that I'll give my time and energy there. I don't know that that's enough. I don't know if that's the real thing, so I don't want to invest it too much. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to judge it. I'm going to judge the situation instead of investing in it because I'm unsure, but that's the energy that's making it fall through your fingers, or that made it fall through your fingers in the past. Page of Cups. Yeah, this is like, there's a need for like childlike trust and love in yourself and the universe to make what you want to happen. Okay? That's the best way I can describe it. I'm just really being drawn back to the gratitude exercise. Even if things aren't great right now, whenever you think about what you want, instead of thinking about it in a way that says, I don't have it, I want you to say, thank you for making that mine whenever it happens. I don't know how it's going to happen, but thank you. This is so emphasized right now. So emphasized. Your task is not to seek for love, but to merely seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. Oh, this reading is very good. It's very intense. Okay. In a good way. I'm just still a little tired. Okay. I'm going to leave it there for right now. I think I'll close this off with Moon Witch and Healing Energy Oracles. So, Spirit, will you please connect me to this deck and give me the cards that my darling needs to see, the encouragement that they need. Thank you, Spirit. Crescent Moon. Keep moving forward. You got this. Yeah, instead of looking back, keep moving forward with gratitude. Look forward with gratitude for where you're going to end up, right? Thank you for bringing this to me. Thank you that it's mine. I'm so thankful that you made this work out for me, universe. I'm so thankful that I did what I needed to do to become the person who has my desires. I'm so thankful for this journey to get what I want. Thank you for making that happen. Thank you for aligning everything in my favor. Witch's hat, express yourself, share your gifts with the world. Yeah, I feel like you're a bigger deal than you realize. And I feel like there's this imposter syndrome that doesn't believe it. And so that's why when there's any conflict, we just run, because it's almost like instead of believing that you're actually this leadership role in your life or you have this power, you don't believe it. You think it's a facade, but you actually do have this power. It's a self-concept issue. Express yourself. Just stand in that. Just try to stand in it instead of feeling like it's fake. Just for a split second, just be like, this power that I have, this leadership over my life, this authority, this whatever is true. That's actually me. It's not me in the future. It's me now. Like, it's me now. You have gifts that you need to share instead of holding back or only doing just a little bit. You have more that you can do, that you should do. It'll help the world. Okay. Healing energy oracles, and then I'm going to let you go. The way I heard let you go, I heard it like let's go from Mario. Let's go. Boom. Spirit, will you please give me some healing energy oracles for my lovely darling on their manifestation journey? Okay. Listen to life. I'm attentive to the world around me. Signs and symbols guide me to success. Whoops. I listen and discover the way to the eternal. This is all about being right now and focused on your energy right now, being attentive to right now and the world around you, and just every little thing that reminds you of what you don't have now or what you're trying to bring into your life. Anything that pops up as a sign or synchronicity, remember to have gratitude. Say thank you, okay? Unconditional love. My heart is free from resentment towards others. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and beauty in every being. I'm aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. I feel like this is need to forgive yourself and have unconditional love for yourself rather than judging yourself as something not measuring up to your full power, right? Instead of looking back and being like, well, if I had only realized, and sort of beating yourself up for things that you didn't realize before and just hoping that your circumstances can change so that you can feel some type of way again. There's a need to have unconditional love for yourself now, right? Yeah, okay. Trust. I trust life and my strengths. Each moment guides me to the light. Everything on my path is placed there for my growth. Literally everything. I don't care what your circumstances look like. I mean, I do. I'm not telling you to be thankful for shitty circumstances, but whenever you think about that you're not where you're at, having that trust and that gratitude that you're going to get there. And thank you. Thank you so much for making this happen for me. I know it's done. I know it wasn't this hard. I know it's not going to be this hard forever. I know it's easy. It's getting easier. It's getting easier, right? Thank you for making my life the way that I want to see it happen. Like, thank you for making me. Thank you, me, for choosing to be who I want to be, to feel what I want to feel, having contentment in yourself and in your future rather than focusing on the past. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that this was really helpful. It was quite deep, and I feel like this is a lot of energy. The answers you need are coming. Look at that. That's something in the future too. Rather than looking to the past, it's like whenever we're worried about the future, just have gratitude that the answers for your future are coming. Thank you for giving me the answers for my future. Thank you for giving me the answers. Thank you for giving me, the future I desire. Thank you for making it work out. Thank you. I'm so thankful. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Tomorrow's Taco Tuesday. We're going to see who's talking about you. I hope to see you then. If not, no big deals. That's all good. I hope you have a wonderful day, a great rest of your week, or a fantastic rest of your life. I love you so much. Take care. And ta-ta, I got to press low battery and then now.